guys, today we are going to be doing something related to Echarts and how you can actually use the information that you get from the databases or the word from the API, and you can display the data into the graphs. At the moment I'm going to be working with the normal written data, but as we are going ahead, I'll make another tutorial where I'm pulling the data from the API and displaying it in the graphs. So today I'm going to be working with a Composition API, and I'll be teaching you how you can actually display this kind of content with a bar chart and a graph and the pie chart, so that by me doing this, you can as well go ahead and do it with other types of graphs. Kindly hit the comment section if you want me to do more videos of a complete set of the graphs, so that maybe my next tutorial can be about these graphs. Yes, I'll begin by creating a terminal where I'm going to create a Vue project. So after doing this, then I'll say new terminal at the folder, just as you see this. Then I'll hit the section so that I can search npm that installs the latest kind of Vue, and as you can see, it says npm init Vue at the latest. That means I'm asking for the latest version of Vue, and as you can see, when I paste this here, this is what I'll get. I'll get the name. As you can see, I can put the name Echarts with the Vue. Yes, so after doing that, they'll ask me if I want TypeScript. No, I don't want TypeScript. If I need a JS6 support, no. Do I need a router? Of course, I will need one. Do I need Pinia? At the moment, no. Do I need add Vite test for unit testing? No, at the moment. And do I need an end-to-end testing solution? At the moment, no. Do I need an slint for code quality? No, I have it in a Vision. So after doing this, I'll then cd and access the project name. As you can see, cd Echarts with Vue, and I'll say enter. So after doing enter, I'll then say npm run dev. Yeah. So after doing this, as you can see, they're trying to say I have an error in my project. So what do you do? So they are saying they have a Vite command that is not installed. So what you do after doing that, you first say npm install, so that it installs the necessary modules. So we're resuming from where I stopped. As you can see, the application has finally completed the installation. So we go ahead and open this application by going to our Visual Studio Code, as you can see. So you open a new window or open a folder. So after opening a folder, we shall go ahead and go to the applications, just as you see, and this is our project. So as you can see, this is our main project, and this is what we have so far, and this is our main. So I'm going to be installing a few things here. So first things first, I'll first get Echarts package I'm going to use, and I'll install it here. So as you can see, this is our main app. These are some of the views. That's the router. Yeah, a few things like that. Yep. So go ahead and search for a package. So package for Echarts. And as you can see, I am using a certain package. I will see a link in the description. As you can see, we copy this link. Copy this link and come to your compiler, which is this one. Open a terminal. Well, after opening the terminal, just remove the $sign. Say install. So as we're waiting for it to install, let's keep waiting. So after doing that, we shall then go ahead and clean this file, because this is what we are going to use. I'm not going to use anything more. So far we do not need this. Don't think we really need this. So I will delete this too. And this. So it will be like this completely. So we shall run something called npm run watch to keep compiling the updates. And we shall go ahead and it is giving us an error. So if it is a Vite, then that means it compile itself by running npm run dev. So we do not need to run watch since we are not using a webpack or a mix. Shall then just continue and then create a script. So we're doing a script for the Composition API. So after doing this, we remove this. So after doing that, we shall return and then do this. Then we shall go ahead and remove this. So after doing this, we shall then go to our main.js. So our main.js is actually here, and we shall need to, since we have installed the Echarts, we shall need to import it into our application. Then we say import Vue3 from Echarts, Vue Echarts, something like that, and then we shall come here and say app dot component and say chart, comma, use Echarts. Then you can terminate if you want, but you don't need to. So after doing that, we shall then go to our app.js, and what we shall do is import most of the components we are going to use in the Echarts. Yep, so we are going to import, first of all, we shall import the use from the core, Echarts core, and then terminate. Then we shall also import the bar chart, from Echarts slash Echarts slash Echarts, yeah, Echarts slash Echarts, yeah, terminate. And then we shall go ahead and import the components we are going to use. So we say import the title component, that's the right spelling, the grid component for the y-axis and the x-axis. We import the tooltip component, we import the legend component, must be capital L, then now we import I think for the bar graph this is what we shall need. Then we shall import that from Echarts slash components. Yep. So after doing that, we shall import the vchart with the key of the chart. We shall need to provide a key for the chart. So you say import vchart with the comma, put theme underscore key from the vcharts, from the vchars. Yep. So after that, we shall import also the methods we are going to use. So since I'm not importing from the API, I'll just use unmounted. Really, I'll just use a ref and a provide and those methods coming from Vue, as you can see. And I'll then call the use method here up, down, and say use, and import the components plus the chart I'm trying to use. So the chart I'm going to use is a bar chart, so I'll import this here so that it can be used by a whole application, comma. And I'll import what we call a title component. Then I will import a tooltip component. Then I will also register a grid component. You only register what you have called here above. Then I'll also use legend component. I think there are 4, as you can see. Yep. So after doing that, I will then call a provide method. Provide. And give this chart a theme key of dark. And I'll close that. So these are the few things you need to import before you go and begin with this package. So after doing that, we shall go ahead and call a ref function. Let me say my ref function has bar options. Go to a ref, which is an object, and this object shall contain a text style, a text that will be displayed on the graph. So you type on the text. These are some of the options: text style, and the text style shall have an object of font family, well, I'm going to be using Inter and Helvetica, comma, Helvetica, new, because if they don't find those, you can just resort to Arial, Sans Serif. I'm sorry about the spelling. Yep. So after doing that, I'll add a comma. Then open another bracket, and that bracket shall have a title. Sorry about the space. It's supposed to be like that. well, let me cancel this out, and I'll add a comma and a title. So title will have that text attribute inside. This is going to be the title of the graph. Then you can as well add a few styles. Say left, say left, center, left, center, comma. So we need to organize these things so that we do not face issues. Text style font family enter, vertical mirror. This is a simple error I have done. The quote has to cover all sides. Like that. So it's the same thing here. I have to include a quote like that. Yeah, I think now we are okay, and we shall go ahead and add a tooltip. Tooltip. Then now we say trigger with an item. A tooltip is a text that appears whenever someone hovers onto a certain, let me say, a chart or a graph. I will show you what a tooltip is and where that information actually goes. So you say trigger. Trigger is supposed to have something like a string. Let me say just item, and give it a formatter. So after giving it a formatter, we shall then pass values. Values on the graph depending on the values we have. So we are forgetting a comma, that's why you see we are having an error. So now we are perfect, and now we shall go ahead and put values and then break this again, add another value, and then add the last value. Something like that. Yep. So after doing that, we shall go ahead and add the x-axis and the y-axis. So the x-axis comes with a small x and axis. Yes, that has a type inside that says about what is on the x-axis. So you can say I have something like labels, and go ahead and say that only. So you will then include the y-axis before we go to the y-axis, we shall put in the data that is supposed to be displayed on the x-axis. So the x-axis can have let me say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm actually writing short forms for days in a week: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yep. So this is what is going to be on the x-axis. I can even say the days of the week. That's the right spelling. So let's go to the y-axis. Sorry about that. Y-axis. And then what do we have at the y-axis? So what do we have at the y-axis is a type of value, first of all. And that. So after that, we shall go ahead and add a legend, as we call it. Is a component that is required when you're building a bar graph. So after that, we shall then include data with an array that has the cells maybe that have been made during those days of the week. Yeah, it will all make sense after it is done. So after doing this, the legend, we should then add a series. A series is where all the y-axis data is, stored as an array of objects. So this object has the data, and the data will contain, let me say on Monday we made 30,000. Tuesday we made 40,000. Let me just say Wednesday we made 50,000. Thursday we made 10,000, and Friday we made 5,000. Saturday we made 9,000. Sorry about that. 9, comma, Sunday, right? It's the last day. So these values have to be matching. Let me say for 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they actually match. So we go ahead and tell put in a setting of type that this is going to be a bar graph. Yeah. So after doing that, we shall then add something like a show background according to my settings. I like a show background. I'll actually explain everything where the show background is, and I'll even put the background style. So the background style depends on what you want the graph to look like, but according to the colors I like, let me say I'm going to choose a bit of a person that likes a lot of colors. I just have white as my color, so I'll just use color with an RGBA. a of 180, 180, 180, 0.2, something like that. So after doing all this, I think we are good to go and see if our graph actually displays. So now after doing this, we shall then terminate the whole function since it is a ref. So we shall see where it closes from, and as you can see, it is even telling us that it's closing from here. So we shall terminate from here since that's where it closes from, and we shall pick this and return it our options since we want to use it in our bar, because these are the options that the bar requires to display. So after doing that, we shall go ahead and use our Echart. I want you to remember that we actually exported component that is going to be used globally in our main.js, and this was the component. It was called Vue3, as you can see. So we shall go here in the app.view and say Vue3. So the Vue3 will have an option it is binded on the component. That's why you see those two dots, and we shall say equals. We shall first close. After closing, you can add auto resize if you want. Then I shall pass in the options that I returned down here. So what was the name of the options? They are called bar options, as you can see. So we shall go up here and say we are putting in bar options, right? Oh, sorry, that's my spelling. Bar options, yep, something like that. So after doing something like that, we shall go ahead and try and test and see what we have. So I'll go ahead and open my browser. So it actually says this is what is hosted, as you can see down here. So we shall go to our browser and say this. Then as you can see, we are waiting for it to load. Well, it actually tells us that we have an error. It tells us that we have failed to resolve the Vue3. Okay, this is a simple error. Our package is actually called Vue3, so we missed a letter E here, as you can see, and I can see a wrong spelling of the component as well here. So I have a few things to correct. And so when we go back here, we have actually seen our errors. So this is an error. This is a misspelled thing. Component and Echarts, right? It's supposed to be Echarts. Echarts. Yep. As you can see, we're actually seeing a blank page. So we go ahead and inspect and try to find out what is wrong. So we hit our console. What is it saying? It is actually saying renderer undefined is not imported. We then go ahead and import the renderer in our application. So we say import canvas renderer from Echarts /renderers. Then terminate. So after doing that, we go ahead and use it in our application, since it was complaining about it. So we need to use it here. Put a comma, let it first clean, and after doing that we shall go ahead and find out. So what it is trying to refresh here. Actually, what we're trying to do here is to debug our code and see if we have more errors in our application. So it is a simple error. I think that is a mistyped error. Where is it? So we are trying to say the x-axis days of the week is used but is not imported. So that is supposed to be a grid component error, and we find out. So it's kind of surprising anyway. So let's first put in the commas and separate each and everything here so that we do not get these kinds of errors. It is trying to concatenate everything. That is imported in a grid component. It is not actually supposed to complain about that. So let's try and refresh again and see that perfectly works. Yes, actually the x-axis says that, and the y-axis is actually very perfect. Let's actually try to refresh and see. It is actually still trying to complain about the x-axis. Days of the week is imported but not used. Okay, let's find out why it is actually complaining about this thing. And as you can see, everything is super perfect. X-axis it is imported here in a grid component. Yeah, we have imported the grid component from the Echarts component. Yeah, everything looks nice. The days of the week. Let me first put days, and let me put type category days. Let me first see this shortly. So it is now complaining about the days, and we are not seeing the change of category. Let's refresh again and see. So looks like I don't see any error today, but the page is still blank. I'll try to refresh again. Don't know if I had finished compiling. Well, the page is still blank. Let's first check if we still have the CSS affecting our file. The options. Yep. Let me try to inspect again. So it is actually telling me provide can only be used inside setup. Oh, okay. I think it actually says provide can be used inside setup. Echarts can't get DOM width or height. Okay, let's add also something related to height and width. Let me see. Let me first add that class that says maybe chat, and come down here, put style, and say chat height is about 500 pixels and width is about the same. Let's try that and see if that will work. Wow. So it was actually missing the weight, the width and the height, I think. And as you can see, that's a graph right now. So you can decide to try to change the color of the background. You can go and say color white, background color RGBA of white color. Because I used a different color, it was a bit dark, so it says it is 252525 RGBA, not RGBA. Okay, then I'll go and try to replace that here. Try to do that here. And also let me clear this. Sorry about that. Let me try to copy this inside also, and change whatever has been failing. So let's put this inside our setup. We've seen it complain. And as well, let's change the color to RGB. Or you can as well use let's say the background style is actually 1255 255. I think was that the main color? I don't really remember. Yeah, it was actually 255. So something like that. It is kind of visible. You know why my thing is actually cut off here. You need to increase the width. So let me increase the width tool. So something like let me see, something like 800. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually trying to now, bring out all the information. And as you can see, we can also change the graph. So these are the tooltips I told you. Whenever you hover, that's what you see. Those are the tooltips, as you can see here. And this is the highest as recorded. So you can as well try to change the title of the graph. To something like weekly sales. So I'll leave my snippet of the code in the description, and please leave a star on the repo. I'm going to make it public if you want, and if you have any questions, kindly hit the comment section. I'll be available to help everyone who wants to do anything related to Composition API. Yes, I'm going to be releasing more content. I've just been in a holiday, but thanks guys for watching, and